Print in tourism, in fact in all business, is still relevant in many ways. In what has become through the pandemic a hugely digital world with all of us scrolling over endless screens, the tangibility of print is exciting, refreshing, and even in some cases comforting. For those of you, and I'm sure there are an awful lot, who don't know me or what we do, then I will try and give a brief bit of background about Bucket and Spade and how we got to a position to be very kindly invited by Michelle to bore you all for 10 minutes today. I started Bucket and Spade in 2009 and we were a digital company. We built and sold adverts on tourism websites aimed at families. There were sites for Morecambe, Lancaster, the Lakes and the Ribble Valley, and these did pretty well to begin with. We got good numbers of visitors and high Google rankings. But after a couple of years, it still needed something to take it up a level. So we came up with the idea of holiday postcards to promote the sites. We printed postcards with the site address and logo on the front and standard postcard layout on the back. We then distributed these to businesses that advertise with us, also in accommodation providers and high footfall sites, just asking people to give them out, use them, look at them, take a look at the website if they wanted more information. Traffic to the sites increased, but the awareness in the local business community of Bucket and Spade and what we were trying to do increased massively. A short while later, at an event in the Lakes, we were handing out postcards and also various offers that you could download from our websites. We were giving people 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of paper, bits of card, which if you're in an event and you've got a small child in your hand and a candy floss in your other hand, you don't want to be getting lots of stuff there going, do you want to take one of these? People are like, no, I'm all right, thanks. And that didn't have the desired effect. So we thought after that, why not put the offers on the postcards? That way it builds up the brand, businesses still get their offers out there, and people are still looking at what they've got, and it's only one thing in their hand. That light bulb moment started a very rapid expansion into print design and advertising sales, which led on to become the core of our business, so that within a couple of years, we had our own things to do guides in 8 different areas of the Northwest. We were working on the tourism guides for Lancaster City Council, Cumbria Tourism and Eden District Council, and now we flash forward to now. We still have our own things to do guides. We also have a couple of food and drink maps, alongside guides we do for several local authorities and DMOs. We also work outside of tourism and outside of print, with digital design, web builds, hosting, social media and event sponsorship, but it all in some ways linked back to the heart of our business, which is print. So how it works. If you take a look at various articles, posts, blogs and YouTube videos, you can find lots of evidence to back up the theory that people are more and more turning their back on print. Equally, with a little research, you can find as much evidence to support the opposite theory. Big businesses are dropping print like a hot potato. No More Argos catalogue is a good example. The counter-argument to that is the time and money spent by Booth's catalogue last year for Christmas, which looked great and felt great. You picked it up and you were like, this feels really good quality. I'm going to take this home, look through it, and I might buy something from this. The important thing isn't necessarily doing what you think is right. It's doing the thing that your customers and potential customers will notice the best. You can still use print in a very valuable way to support and grow your business, even though you may feel that it isn't for you or your target market. If you're trying to get more Gen Z customers to your hotel, plaster it all over Instagram. But if you're trying to get them back again, give them a well-designed quality bounce-back card that reminds them of the class and character where they stayed. You can stick that to the fridge, or they can put that on their own Instagram feed and send it out to friends, and then they'll use that again when they want to book. Recent independent neurological research commissioned by the Royal Mail shows that mail has a power impact on retaining information. 49% more effective than email and 35% stronger than social media advertising. And when used in conjunction, printed marketing can boost the effectiveness of digital platforms. Memory encoding for social media advertising was 44% higher when people had seen a print ad first. Print isn't just the domain of the older generation. Certainly people's tastes have changed, and I'm sure a good few people will disagree with me, but print is relevant to all of us. It just has to be packaged and used in the right way. Cost can be an issue too. There is a price for actually printing something. One of the benefits of online marketing is that the cost is low or non-existent. And at the moment, more so than I can remember, marketing budgets are very tight. They've been slashed or they're non-existent. So why invest in print? Why not email all your clients or customers? Well, I'm not saying that. We email all ours. Try it all the time. But you need to back it up, if you can, with something more permanent. An unsolicited email will get one quick glance or scan read and then dumped into the trash. But you said get sent a card or a booklet, even if you don't want it, you'll have a leaf through taking a little bit more time. And if it looks interesting, you'll keep hold of it to look at later. Even if you bin it in the recycling bin, obviously, a week later, it's still been on the sideboard or desk, subconsciously talking to you. So stand out from the crowd. Yes, digital is instant and adverts are all over our social media platforms. Everyone's advertising or selling or linking or influencing all the time in your timeline. We are being bombarded and there's so much competition for our attention, and consequently there are so many ways that we're being told that we can use this to our advantage. Ads available on this platform, guaranteed exposure on a different platform, user engagement at an all-time high. Everybody is doing it and everyone is looking at it, which is why it's good to try something else. So surely after many lockdowns, partial lockdowns, the tier system, we're all fed up of looking at screens. We're ordering food, ordering clothes, ordering groceries, all from our phones and tablets or desktops. And right now, causing someone to look up from a screen will probably make them go, oh, what's that? So let's take a step back. So what can you do? If you want people to take a little closer look, to engage or to enable, then right now try something different. Only it isn't different, it's just what we've always done, only we want you to do it better. I don't want to bore you further, and since my days as a bingo caller in my family's amusement centre, I haven't really enjoyed standing in front of lots of people holding their attention. So I'll reiterate the main points. You need to know who you are targeting. You need to know what you want from them, and you need to be sure what you want them to know about you. There has to be a hook to your print, something to draw them in. How it looks, the cover imagery is key. How it feels, even how it smells. The visuals and content are massively important. You want them to turn the page. You want them to feel that they need to turn the page. Good quality print can be retained and used and passed on for a long, long time. Also, be sure that it's going to get the attention and into the hands of those you're trying to reach. So for tourism, have a word with NPD, who we use for lots of our distribution. Or ask your clients how they like to receive information. There are also less GDPR issues if you're posting something out to a business as opposed to emails. And with direct mail, you know that there is a much stronger chance the addressee will get your information rather than it just being seen in the timeline. But use print alongside your digital platforms. Support your email shop with a small card or flyer. Or put a photo of your trifold brochure in your Instagram feed. Or make sure that inside your brochure, you've got all your tags for your social media feeds. And people can get up-to-date information that way, or even order their own brochure that way. We aren't looking to reinvent the wheel. In fact, we want to show you that the wheel has worked well for many years with good reason. Thank you. I'm a massive fan of Carlisle. I absolutely love the city. We used to live here when I was a teenager for a few months, and I've got family and friends here still. And we're actually working on a food and drink map with Paul at the City Council to go out when lockdown's finished. So stay safe, and we'll see you soon.